From the Collins Aerospace Studio at the Nordloff Center in downtown Rockford, it's time for Bergstrom State Line Quiz Bowl.
It is time for Bergstrom State Line Quiz Bowl, and I'm your host, Greg Peterson. Now, in today's first round matchup, we have Galena and River Ridge. That's right, we have two teams coming from the very northwest corner of the state, but they haven't played before in this competition, despite this being a repeat appearance for both of them. Let's meet our teams. Quinlan, let's start with Galena.
My name is Quinlan Wells. I'm the captain of the Galena Varsity Scholastic Bowl team. We are coached by the superfluous Ron the Rocket Jenkins. My teammates on my left are Macklin, Liliana, and Justin.
Welcome. And River Ridge, that means Aislinn. Go for it.
Hi, I'm Aislinn Griffiths, captain of the River Ridge Varsity Academic Bowl team. We are coached by the amazing Mr. Jay Dickerson. To my left, we have Ian Wachter. To my immediate right, we have Lucius Mendenhall. And to my far right, we have Katie Cobine.
Welcome to you as well. I think we all know how this works by now, so we're going to start with the buzz-in round, which is brought to you by Rockford University. Fingers on buzzers. Good luck, both teams. Here we go. What city, where Devontae Mitchell was killed at a Hyatt hotel in July of 2024, hosted the 2024 Republican National Convention and is in Wisconsin? That's Justin. Is correct. Next question. What American filmmaker directed the 2019 film The Irishman and the 2020... That is Justin.
Martin Scorsese.
Is correct. What country, where Tiradentes led the Inconfidencia Minera rebellion, declared its independence from Portugal under Dom Pedro I in 1822? Aislinn?
Spain.
Incorrect, sorry. Quinlan?
Brazil.
Brazil's correct. Jan Martel's Life of Pi tells the story of an Indian boy who gets stranded with a tiger that has what relatively normal name? That's time. Not normal for a tiger, but normal for a person. Richard Parker. In what 2002 film starring Tom Cruise do three clairvoyant humans called precogs enable the pre-crime program to stop murders before they happen? Macklin?
The Matrix?
No, sorry. River Ridge with a chance to buzz? That's time. It's Minority Report. What show, in which Michael's suicide leads his brother to inherit a business called The Original Beef, that is Quinlan.
The Bear.
Is correct. Some myths claim that the Egyptian god Horus was the son of what goddess, the sister and wife of Osiris? Macklin?
Isis?
Is correct. Next question. What punctuation mark is used to terminate statements in many programming languages, including Java and C? Justin?
Hashtag.
No, incorrect. Aislinn?
Comma.
It's a semicolon, believe it or not. What country, where an art museum contains the headless winged victory of Samothrace, features sculptures celebrating victory on the Arc de Triomphe? Katie?
France.
Is correct. What surname was shared by Virgil, Morgan, and Wyatt, three lawmen who killed cowboys during the shootout at the OK Corral in 1881? Quinlan?
Earth.
No. That's time. You're real close there, Quinlan. It's Earp with a P. What country is home to Lake Balkhash, is the largest landlocked country by area in the world, and it is a Central Asian country that's governed from Liliana?
Kazakhstan.
That's correct. In July 2023, what EU country's government, led since 2010 by Mark Rutte, resigned and called for early elections amid a dispute over migrant policies? It's in time. Justin?
Hungary.
No, sorry. Aislinn?
Germany.
This is the Netherlands. What celestial body, whose geological history includes a Noachian period, is orbited by the moons Deimos and Phobos and is called the Red Planet? Quinlan?
Mars.
Good speed, that's 10. A line drawn through Rigel and Betelgeuse in Orion will pass between what zodiac constellation's two brightest stars, Castor and Pollux? Quinlan?
Gemini.
That's right. In September 2014, a court in what country gave a life sentence to Ilham Tohti, a Uyghur economics professor, for promoting separatism in Xinjiang? Justin.
China.
Is correct. And that's the end of the round. So strong start there from Galena with 90, River Ridge on the board with 10, and plenty of time left to make it up. We'll see you after this. And welcome back to Bergstrom State Line Quiz Bowl. It's time for the volleyball round, but before we get there, I would like to thank our judge today, who's Kristen Smith, Vice President and General Manager of Collins Aerospace. Kristen, thank you for your help today and making sure that everything is on the level. So our volleyball round, it's a teamwork round. The answers are going to have to come from you, Aislinn and Quinlan. Get your conferring done, though, and get me those answers. We're going to start with you, Galena, with this. What 18th century Swiss mathematician proved that the power series with the terms x to the n over n factorial converged?
Swiss. Oh, wait, sorry. Euler.
In time and correct. And yes, they do have to come from the captain. River Ridge. What process, which is governed by Fick's laws, is called osmosis when it involves water and it involves particles moving from high to low concentration?
Diffusion?
Yes. Galena. Two guitars appear behind a Spanish dancer in El Jaleo, a painting by what American-born artist who painted the portrait of Madame X?
Sargent.
Yes. River Ridge, what Austrian composer who depicted a hurdy-gurdy player and a linden tree in Winterreise left his two-movement 8th Symphony unfinished?
Beethoven.
That one's Schubert. Galena, in February 2024, wildfires killed more than 130 people in what South American country's Valparaiso region?
Argentina.
That one's in Chile. River Ridge. What play, whose second act occurs in the garden of a Woolton Manor house, ends with Jack Worthing realizing the title phrase? It's by Oscar Wilde. That's time. That one's The Importance of Being Earnest, because he's pretending to be a guy named Ernest. Galena, what 1963 Supreme Court case concerning a man who broke into a pool hall held that a defendant has the right to be provided with legal counsel?
Miranda. Miranda.
Sorry, no, it's Gideon versus Wainwright. River Ridge. What state, whose Amendment 4 enfranchised felons in 2018, was severely affected by Hurricane Ian in 2022 and is led by Governor Ron DeSantis?
Florida.
Is right. Galena. The Balboa and the US dollar are both official currencies of what Central American country that contains the northern part of the Darien Gap?
Panama.
Is right. River Ridge. What man, who was the namesake of a radius between the proton and electron in hydrogen, was a Danish physicist who names a 1913 model of the atom?
Bohr.
Yes. Galena. What economist is the namesake of a curve that links tax rates to revenue, which was reportedly drawn on a cocktail napkin?
Bell.
Sorry, worth a try, yeah. It's Laffer, as in the Laffer curve. That was a very high quality round from both teams. So we've got Galena at 120, River Ridge at 40. And now it's time for the Bergstrom bonus question. See you in a moment.
Smuggler, scoundrel, hero. Who is the scruffy-looking nerf herder who famously made the Kessel Run in only 12 parsecs?
And we're back for the Bergstrom bonus question. Now, this one is not worth any points, but the stakes might feel higher because you are playing for a pizza and pasta party, compliments of Salamone's Italian restaurant. So fingers on buzzers, here we go. Smuggler, scoundrel, hero. Who is the scruffy-looking nerf herder who famously made the Kessel? That is Quinlan.
Han Solo.
That is right. So congratulations, you've won your team a pizza and pasta party, compliments of Salamone's Italian Restaurant. We'll be back with the lightning rounds right after this. And welcome back to Bergstrom State Line Quiz Bowl. It's time for the lightning round, which is powered by IBEW NECA. Now these lightning rounds, we know how they work by now. You're gonna have 60 seconds to get through 10 questions, and then the other team's gonna have the chance to steal. River Ridge has the first pick here. So River Ridge, do you want a lightning round on short stories, one, or airports?
One.
One. So you're going to give me these answers that contain either the word or the numeral 1 in them. Minute on the clock. All the answers are coming from your captain. Good luck. Starting with motorsport, whose drivers include Lewis Hamilton.
Formula One.
Yes. 1776-foot tall New York skyscraper that replaced the Twin Towers.
One World Trade Center.
You got it. 2016 Star Wars film in which Jyn and Cassian help steal Death Star plans.
Rogue One.
Yes. Microsoft Cloud Storage Service.
OneDrive.
Yes. Manga and anime in which Luffy leads the Straw Hat Pirates.
One Piece.
Yes. Karen McManus novel about the Bayview Four suspected of murdering Simon.
Pass.
Boy band that sang Story of My Life.
One Direction.
Yes. Ken Kesey novel in which psychiatric patients oppose Nurse Ratched.
One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Yes. 2023 fighting game whose cameo fighters include Sub-Zero and Goro.
Mortal Kombat 1.
Yes. Dimensionless quantity equal to the speed of sound.
Pass.
Karen McManus novel about the Bayview Four suspected of murdering Simon.
Smog 1.
Out of time, but incorrect anyway. But you got 8 of those, so nice job on that. We turn 2 of them over to Galena. Galena, if you need it, you've got 30 seconds. Give me these answers that contain either the word or the numeral 1. Karen McManus novel about the Bayview Four suspected of murdering Simon.
Pass.
Dimensionless quantity equal to the speed of sound.
Mach 1.
Yes. Karen McManus novel about the Bayview Four suspected of murdering Simon.
Simon murdering Simon. Do you have any book with the letter 1 in it? Or number 1? Fahrenheit 451.
Worth a shot, but no. So that's the round. You do pick up Mach 1 for 10, and that Karen McManus novel is called One of Us is Lying. So 80 and 10. And now Galena with a choice of their own between airports and short stories.
Short stories.
Short stories. You're going to name me the authors of these short stories.
Author.
10 questions, 60 seconds. Let's roll. The Lottery.
Jackson.
Yes. Young Goodman Brown.
Pass.
The Fall of the House of Usher.
Poe.
Yes. Rip Van Winkle.
Cooper.
No. The Gift of the Magi.
O. Henry.
Yes. An Occurrence at Owl Creek Bridge.
Bierce.
Yes. A Good Man is Hard to Find.
O'Connor.
Yes. To Build a Fire.
Pass.
The Yellow Wallpaper.
Bradstreet.
No. Interpreter of Maladies.
Pass.
Young Goodman Brown.
Irving.
No. To Build a Fire.
Faulkner.
No. Interpreter of, and we're out of time. But you pick up 5 of those for 50 points, which means that we are sending the other 5 back your way, River Ridge. You've got 30 seconds to name the authors of these short stories. Here we go. Young Goodman Brown.
Williams.
No. Rip Van Winkle.
Murphy.
No. To Build a Fire.
London.
Yes. The Yellow Wallpaper.
Pass.
Interpreter of Maladies.
Pass.
That is back to The Yellow Wallpaper.
Jackson.
No. and interpreter of melodies?
Smith.
No. And we are essentially out of time, but also we've taken a shot at everything. So you did pick up one of those for 10, and that leaves us with 4 to go through. Young Goodman Brown is set in colonial Salem. It's Nathaniel Hawthorne. 4, Rip Van Winkle, there's your Washington Irving. The Yellow Wallpaper is by Charlotte Perkins Gilman. And Interpreter of Maladies is by Jhumpa Lahiri. So that is 50 and 10 there, which means at the end of our lightning round, we've got a 50-point game. Galena 180, River Ridge 130, and the final challenge after this. And welcome back to Quiz Bowl. It is a 50-point game right now with Galena in the lead, but every single question in this final round is worth 20 points, so things are going to move fast. It's time for the final challenge brought to you by Mercy Health. Fingers on buzzers. Good luck, both teams. It's been a great game so far. Here we go. What king issued the Edict of Fontainebleau, suppressed the Fronde revolts, greatly expanded the Palace of Versailles, and was called the Sun King? That's Liliana.
Louis XIV.
Is correct. A rabbit named Fiver foretells the destruction of the Sandalford Warren at the beginning of what novel by Richard Adams? That's Lucius.
Alice in Wonderland?
Sorry, no. Galena, it's yours if you want it. That's time. The frighteningly violent rabbit book is Watership Down. What novel in which Father Panelou's death is recorded as a doubtful case by Dr. Rieu depicts an epidemic in Oran and was written by Albert Camus? That's time. That's called The Plague. Next question. A Dutch astronomer proposed the existence of what cloud of icy planetesimals surrounding the sun, thought to be the source of long-period comets? Justin?
Kuiper Belt?
Nope, sorry. Time. Justin, you're on the right track. It's the other one. It's the Oort cloud. What 2-word Latin phrase, which translates to with praise, denotes the most widely given Latin honor at American universities? That's Liliana.
Cum laude.
Say again?
Cum laude.
Yes. Usually pronounced cum laude, but you're good because it's phonetic. What man, who in a 1946 New Year's Day speech formally renounced his divinity, ruled during the Showa era and was Emperor of Japan during World War II? Lex.
Hirohito?
Yes. Abraham Lincoln was assassinated while watching Our American Cousin at what Washington, D.C.? Lex?
Ford Theater?
Well done. What author who described hearing martial music while in his bean field wrote about living deliberately in a cabin in the woods in his, that is Aislinn?
Walden.
Sorry, no. In his book, Walden. Liliana?
Thoreau.
Yes. What quantity named after a British physicist, which equals tensile stress over strain, is a modulus that characterizes the stiffness of a material? Aislinn.
Tension.
Sorry, no. Quinlan.
Newton.
No, it's a tough physics one there. It's Young's modulus. What country contains the Avenue of the Baobabs, is home to the Malagasy people, and is a large island off the coast of southeastern? That's Quinlan.
Madagascar.
Is correct. And that is the round. So it was a close game the whole way, but Galena, very strong performance in that final round, and congratulations. River Ridge held it close there, but it's been an absolute pleasure having you. Hope to see you in future seasons, and we'll see the rest of you next week.